Hello, hello. Welcome to Under Development, the Developer Deed livestream. We've actually been doing a little bit of work since we last live streamed it. I've got with me currently Wurm and Budda on mic, and Pandalet is around. I think Pandalet's only on text today, so I'll be relaying for her. Budda, do you want to say hi and not be antisocial?
No.
Oh, okay. Alright, camera angle needs to be fixed. I think I just need to sit up more.
No, it's still aiming too high.
Just aiming too high. Okay, we got to get some cleavage in.
Yeah.
How's that? That's
exactly the same.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm not the... You know, I spent the whole time fussing about the sound and not the camera because I was mucking around with having sound play straight to the stream, which I've not got it playing at all at the moment. There we go. I usually remember that about halfway through the stream. But yeah, so the camera angle was something that I did forget. That's alright, we're good now. Hello everyone, who have we got? We've got Silver Wolfcam, Nachtiti, Amma, Katzako, Nozumi, Pagalith, Zilbob, and Willow. Thanks for joining us all. I'm parked outside the start of my estate. Because, you know what, we don't all need mansions. Some of us can make do with estates. Or estates bigger.
I think they're bigger.
Oh, okay,
My
yeah.
house is pretty small.
Then, mine's bigger than yours. Quickly went from, you know, it's all okay to, oh wait, I'm in charge. G'day, Zen.
How are you?
So, this is, my plans. I'll be building this house today. I've spent a fair amount of time making all the materials for it.
You should unlock your cart.
No. You'll just take my bricks.
No, I won't.
Yeah, you will. You
No,
will.
I'll take your mortar.
Oh, okay. Well, the thing is my mortar's not in there. It's down at the token.
Oh. Dang.
And you are not... Did you take the mortar at the token?
No, not yet.
Oh, good. It's a race then. I was up late last night making mortar in order to have an entertaining stream, and here you are threatening to just... Oh,
No, I need it, right?
no you don't. Oh,
Got some of it.
you got some of it, but that's just... Oh, you're the worst. Alright, I'm taking some concrete then, because my other plan is to fix the mine today. So,
What's wrong with it?
what's wrong with it? It looks like it was mined by you.
Wow, rude.
Sorry, Willow, you are hearing Budda as usual, the one who makes fun of me. We also have Warlander.
Hello.
Pandalet is around, but will likely be in text. See, we've got Pandalet here with us, who is not wearing her scale. Apparently Pandalet's decided to go.
That'll be me, Izzlebob. I'm terrible at making mats. Like, every deed I do, I just buy from someone else.
No, I just plan on building really small. Like, I usually do buy the mats, so I'm like, okay, I'll just do small. And I go and build an estate. But it's okay, because, you know, I was doing other things while I was chipping bricks today. So we've got that. I plan on... I don't know what I'm going to do inside the house yet. I mean, realistically, all I need is a 2x2. That's all I ever use. But hey, you know, if you've got a big space, use it. We've also got Jayberg has been here building his house. I believe that one's Osmus. He won't be joining us today. But Dark Lords with these hot instant noodles will be joining us a little bit later in the stream. We've also got Pandalet Smithy Corn, which is clearly like the most built of all our buildings. And we got a nice sign saying retro is a bull hogging bum carrot. Which,
That wasn't me, but that's great.
No, I don't know who that was, but there we go. Bum carrot, which I don't think is much better, you know, but there you go. 100k bricks we can borrow. That's... No. I am not letting you...
How do you borrow bricks?
I assume that you just let them have the house afterwards.
Yeah, I'm done with it. You can move in now.
Look.
Or do you just store them and then don't use them, then give them back later?
That's it. Just interest. You know, just every month a few more bricks come in. And I'd just like to point out with the bull thief stuff, I did actually donate several bulls to the deed during last stream. I feel completely justified in simply claiming them back afterwards. So as you can see, the mine is a little bit average.
And very dark.
And very dark. I don't have a lantern, I don't think. Where's my lantern? I used to. I have a Supreme one. Oh no.
What fancy.
Very fancy. Nothing but the fancy for me. Okay, what we're gonna do...
Well, if you had it.
Yeah. Well, I did buy a Supreme two-handed sword last night and realized I'm using a staff that's also Supreme. And I was just like, oh, why do I have this now? It's like, well... There we go. We're just going to light the forge for some ambient lighting. There we go. That's plenty light. Hi, Makufa. Glow rune rings are the best. I disagree. My alt is entirely armored from archaeology armor, and his pants have the glow rune. So I think that's way better than a glow rune ring. Glowing pants. So this is flat. We're gonna level this out a little bit. Sorry?
You should rename them to hot pants.
Kylie Minogue's plate leggings. I think that's a different pair of glow pants you're referring to there. So how are we all today? Both developers and players. I'll ask the developers how they are, and the players can answer while you're talking. How are you today, Buddha?
I'm alright. Good chat.
Yeah, good chat. How about you, Warlander?
Well, I came back from vacations today, so refreshed.
Refreshed.
Nice. Where you been?
Mate, this is my stream. I lead the chat. Where have you been, Warlander?
There is a region of Poland where there are so many lakes, and it's a really nice place.
Ooh.
I'm not sure if it have any English name, but in Polish it's called Mazur.
Mazur. I'm just gonna call it that. You've been to Mazur.
Yeah.
That's a good butchering. Velvet Sun says, good here, how about you? Oh, well, thank you. I'm glad someone asked. I'm doing well. I've been doing a lot of work in Wurm, trying a lot of new things. We did an experimental chill stream during the week. Did any of you manage to catch that? I had a lot of fun with that. I have been resisting the urge to actually just do it again, because it was a lot of fun to do, and it is something really nice to just relax and play Wurm and show the progress of things. So you'll probably see more of those coming up throughout the week. We plan on doing... Sorry?
It's sad that Wurm looks like a better game when the UI is just not there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a bit of a problem, isn't it? And
Cool stream though. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, what else have I done? Well, I did get this. I'm just holding it up, and I'm gonna wait for it to show in the stream. There we go.
Oh yeah.
I got my Wurm mug. And we're looking at a couple of other things. We are actually looking at official merchandise.
Are you going to tell them what ones are planned so far? Or can I not talk about the thing that's coming?
You know what? We can talk about that, because I think we're both kind of excited about that, aren't we?
Yeah.
I mean, I know I am.
I'm curious to see how it turns out.
Yeah, so am I. We've placed an order, a trial order for... Well, as you know, this is all a bit blank. And there's been a few comments about, oh, you should have something there. So in the next coming streams, you will see a map of Independence. The in-game map as a poster. So we're looking at it. Sorry?
You should show the map.
Oh, okay.
In game,
yes.
right now.
There we go. In all its glory. Plus, you know, me meticulously marking out what each quadrant is.
Yeah, so that entire in-game image, we're seeing how that works on posters.
Yep, we've scaled it up, and we've got it in good poster size. So we'll be seeing how that goes. It'll be really, really cool. We've got one for every map, that's the word. And, you know, especially the that one's going to be a lot of fun, I think. But yes, that's currently on its way over, and we're looking at a few places to get some good printing. No, we didn't fix the H, but you know what? It is easily.
We added 3 more.
Yeah, we added 3 more. Wait, that's Valray. That's not any use. That's easily told the difference. I mean, I don't know how you could mistake it. So, Zelda says, when is the shop opening? Which shop are you referring to? If you're... Sorry?
Probably the stuff that you're talking about?
Yeah, no? when it's opening, we'll probably have to spend a bit of time... once we got an idea of it all, we'll then do it. I've checked out a few places and reviews of them and such.
Just getting tests sent to us now, so then we'll decide on it after that.
That's it. As well as that, I have been looking at... well, naturally, now that we're affiliates, we can get subscriptions and donations, and so we've been looking at emojis for that. Naturally, we're going to have Rolf face and a question mark bag. But there's also the tier 2 and 3 ones we're looking at as well. So currently we can only have 1 for tier 1. If we get more subscriptions, we can have 2 for tier 1, which is when we can have the question mark bag in as well. I was checking that out yesterday. But yeah, so From the money from those will be used to improve the stream as well. Better camera, better mic. This one's a loner. Green paint, green beard dye. You know, the usual things that you need for a stream.
Ooh, disc statuette. That's a good idea.
Yeah, that is pretty cool.
Print one.
Budda has worked out that he can 3D print various models in Wurm. In fact, I actually have... This one's the unpainted one, sitting on my desk. But this is after the Independence event. He spent some time turning the in-game model into... I've got to hold it up and get the right angle so it doesn't just look like a white mass, which it pretty much does. Let's just...
Up further, so it's in the camera.
Yeah. I'm not good at, like, my lefts and right, okay?
Spatial awareness.
I was about to say spatial awareness, but then... I think we're just, you know... I think we've well established I'm really bad at, like, lefts, rights, ups, downs. So, yeah, there's a lot of things we're actually looking at. Those things we're actually probably be doing a giveaway at some point of 2 of those painted by me. I have a version that I'm currently test painting now, and we'll see how it goes. A lib statuette model. I think at some point we're just gonna, you know, Wurm's now just a merchandise thing.
I think when I first got the 3D printer, one of the first ideas was like, I need to print Libella. Like, not the statuette, just her model.
Oh, the model is amazing. Statuette?
Yeah, I haven't got around to that yet.
Some of the statuettes are old. I'm thinking the older Magrenon ones. Rabid Scout would like Wurm back flap PJs with footies and hood with ears. We're gonna have
that
to
seems like a top seller. Who wouldn't want that?
Well, me, for sure. Yes, the just reading back on Willow's comment, the map poster will not come with a "you are here," just like the in-game map. Yeah, just to keep things the same across it all. Pardon me. Bit allergic to my own talk. I don't know why my concrete is damaged from using it.
Because you'd be failing.
How do you fail to level?
Maybe you're just bad.
This is way better than what it was when we first founded the area. I've worked on increasing the height and like actually making it a little bit more roomy. I get incredibly claustrophobic in mines, so it's really good to be able to just, you know, step in and make it a little bit bigger. G'day,
Need to reinforce the floors so it's flat.
Well, you know, I am just working as much
You
as
work
I
on
can.
that, I'll use the rest of your mortar while you're doing that.
No, because the rest of it's in my cart and you're not taking it. How goes it? Quite well. Did you catch our stream the other day, Rowdy? I took your suggestion and ran with it. Madnath asks, is this the next cave you and Budda are going to get locked in? We're in Freedom, so we'll just log a support ticket and the GMs will save us this time.
No, they won't. We have to suicide.
Yeah, that's it. Will be explained that there's multiple ways out and they cannot verify that we went.
They'll probably be the ones that locked us in.
Oh, rude. I mean, you're not wrong, but rude. I think Madnath's hitting on you there, Budda. He just wants some Budda meat. He also misspelt your name. And not even just misspelt your name by put the H in. He misspelt it Budhha. So he misspelt your name. He misspelled
That's a new one, actually.
Yeah,
That's impressive.
I like it when you're called Butter. Oh wait, I left my card up there. Jeez.
No, the usual one is Bubba.
Bubba. Ooh, yeah, that's right. Alright, that's gonna be the tier 3 emoji. Your forum avatar, and it's Wurm Bubba. I think you were talking about a gold Rolf or a rainbow Rolf, weren't you?
Yeah, gold one. Golden Rolf face for tier 3.
That's it, tier 3 golden Rolf. It's like almost a colour. Pandalet says, are those glow pants or are you glad to see me? I missed that one. That actually reminds me of that song by, I think it's Electric Six, that High Voltage. I think I've been linking it in chat several times this week because everyone needs to see it. It's the absolute best. Alright. Oh, that's right. Yes, yes. Okay, I'm with you now, Rabid Scab. It's an amazing clip and it's an amazing song. Jack White from the White Stripes did the female voice in that. So, Warlander has a cottage. I think I have the biggest house of all.
Just taking up too much space.
Yeah. Bryce, welcome. A new deed on Indie. Seriously, best deed to be on. Full stop. I should actually get some food. I made a pizza for everyone.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. When is Rolf going to join us on stream? I don't know, I keep nagging him and I keep getting told if you keep nagging I'll fire you. So, you know, I'll keep up the pressure and we'll see how it goes. I've asked him a few times and, you know, he's tactically answered the other question.
Artfully dodged it.
Yeah, yeah. Ah, Gawain on the forums. Good to see you back around. Joel says, hi, stranger. Well, look who finally shows up. Good to have you all around. Nozumi asked, does Enki have a house? No, but I think because Willow threatened us with if we tried kidnapping him here, she'd come beat us up. Oh, I've got 72 stone bricks just sitting outside here. Ah.
Yeah, I made them for you to trade for mortar.
No, you didn't. I just left them there from last stream.
Nah.
They're stone bricks, and you don't make stone bricks. You don't drink scotch.
Why don't I make stone brick? Oh, right, I said that earlier. Yeah. No, that's fair.
Alright, so, we're gonna... Oh, that's not any use. Apparently you might be louder than me on stream.
Well,
I think you're just loud in general. Let me have a quick...
It's your fault.
Let's see. Alright, try talking now. No, don't just go silent. That's not fair. I'm testing.
Testing.
Yeah, I'm sure that's fine. If anyone has any issues with the sound. I have been working out how to have sound playing straight to...
Yeah.
Oh,
do you have a mixer or something? Because can't you get like
No, I've got you turned up for
I
some
can't think
reason.
of the word.
There we go.
Yeah. You can get like plugins in that'll level everything out.
Yeah, I've been working on that. Like that's another thing I've been doing, trying to get a virtual mixer going and playing with that. At one point, I almost disabled sound entirely, and that was a little bit scary for about 5 minutes as I was trying to work out what I'd done wrong. Easel Bob would like to see the rest of the deed. I actually have something set up for this. So if you hold your horses for a moment, check this out. Boom. And there we are. We have an overview of under development.
You should make it daytime.
I can't, because that means it steals the focus of the thing.
Right.
It's an absolute pain. Or, better yet, there we go. That's another shot.
From last week.
From last week, and also probably the shot I'll use for the series. Just different numbers on it and such. Probably take several more shots of that though. But that is the overview of the deed. We have 3 tiers to the east, along with the farmland. Animal pens will be on the right. As you can see, there's a lot of enchanted grass there that we'll be working on. And yeah, it's a very interesting spot. Unfortunately, Budda used to live here, so it's a little bit devalued. But, you know, we're not looking for the gain on that anyways.
Rude.
So
you know when I sold that deed? I sold it for a gold. Like, years ago.
I reckon your neighbours probably just paid a gold to be rid of you.
Rude.
You're like, Willow
Probably true,
asks,
but also rude.
so what's the idea of behind having a developer deed?
It's forcing us to play.
Yeah, basically get them into playing the game at least once a week. A lot of it is just a bit of time us playing the game, chatting. We're not always going to
otherwise
have...
all my time...
Yeah.
All my time is on my local server, my test server.
You'll spend all your time staring at text instead of staring at the event window, which is just text, but okay. But yeah, so basically get the devs out, let them out of the basement every now and again, have a bit of a play around. Also, it's, you know, it's fun to just relax and play the game. We plan on doing more developer discussions where we talk about upcoming features and such, but of course that won't always be possible depending on what's being worked on. At the moment, Project Frontier is taking the bulk of the work, which is why news has been rather quiet, because quite simply it's not ready to talk about yet. There are other things. I think I saw Osmus working on some things, but I need to get Budda's okay to talk about those.
Nah.
Yeah, you can talk about them in the patch notes. Account Broker says, can we get Rolf on Notch on stream talking about the good old days at some point? I can't make absolutely any promises regarding that. I have invited Rolf to watch or check it out, but at this point, it's just us at the moment. And as for Notch, I'm going to go with a no on that one. That, you know, we're not going to get him on anytime soon. But yeah. So what's everyone else been up to this week? What have you all been doing? I know what Budda's been doing. I know Budda's been hard at work crashing things and breaking things and nerfing things. And
same as I do every week, Pinky.
That's it. Willow would like an invite over sometime for lunch. It depends on when you get here. I mean, there's pizza in the oven from yesterday. It's going to stay there until it's all eaten or decays away.
The one oven that we stole.
My oven.
Yeah.
I beat you fair and square for that.
It's sitting in the middle of the deed, and not in a, kitchen or anything.
Well, maybe I'll move it to my house when I'm done. Doomed Cookies is mining for the tunnel event. I did see that. If you have any silver... The problem is I want to come join, but it's a long way to travel just to grind mining. Because it's on Xanadu, and... that's a long way to go. Makufa is rearranging the golf and life after a bit of a breakup. Sorry to hear that, but Wurm's always waiting. Bryce is playing Hunter Call of the Wild and stressing about work. Well, that's a weird game to call Wurm, but okay. Willow does get leftovers. And account broker is apparently looking to broker the Notch account. Living up to his name there. Easel Bob, why are you digging up an island? I mean, why not just go somewhere where there's sea already?
He just needs more water.
Is this some... Yeah, that's... I swear, Edmund Hillary would have been the biggest Wurm player. The whole, because it's there. You ask a Wurm player, why are you doing something? And it's always because it's there. Like, Magron Scar, amazing project. I think the first time that I asked, oh, why are you doing that? The response from Pharrell, I think Pharrell, was because it would be cool. And I sat there and I went, well, that's straightforward, and you're not wrong. Willow's been trying to get drunk. So in other words, you haven't succeeded yet.
Archaeology on sand, it is meant to refresh. I think it's a bug at the moment that it's not. It's meant to refresh on every tile. But I do recall something similar to that, like
I thought it was just
one or two
slower
tiles
to
not
refresh.
refreshing. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Can't remember off the top of my head.
I know there was a suggestion for bonuses to archaeology on tar. Or something. Or rare bones from tar. Bonus, bone, same thing. Why aren't bricks lighter? I still can't carry 20 bricks and 20 mortar. That's annoying. Alright. Oh, I need a stone brick. Okay. It will be fixed. There's some really Slate House or Get Out. I'm not sure.
Were you saying last week that you were going to do Slate?
I don't recall. I mean, maybe. I recall looking at this going, you know what no one ever does anymore? Plain stone. Like, this has even got the wood trim. This is a
Everyone
throwback.
does it.
No one
It's
does.
like it's like the default that everyone does. You do bottom level stone with the wood trim, then the next level up you do the white wood, whatever it's called.
I'm pretty sure that's absolutely not a thing anymore.
Sure it is.
No, it's absolutely
It's like the best
not.
looking.
Alright. What's everyone's favorite house style? It doesn't just have to be material type. Yeah, it is timber frame. But do we like the house made out of the same material all the way, or the lower floor a stone and then timber higher up.
And on the topic of this, I'm using marble at the moment for the first time. What looks good as a second floor on marble
Nothing.
instead of marble?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Just no roof, just open air.
Open air. Do thatch. Make it look like
No, that's a roof. I want it set 2 floors.
Why?
Least. Why not?
I'm only
Gonna
doing
make use
one
of that
floor.
multi-story, yo.
No, I'm making use of a very special tactic that only I know of, or even though I saw Warlander have it when I checked out his deed. I'm gonna have. I don't know if I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna go wood around the outside as roofing, and then I'll put a floor in, so it doesn't like become a gigantic spike roof.
Oh,
It'll all be low and flat. Nobody else knows of that.
Okay, sure, buddy.
Yeah. Thank you. Rowdy asks, people still build on the surface? We don't have a deed goblin yet, do we?
No, I was thinking about it, but I've tried that once before, and it's way more effort.
Well, the thing is on my deed on Pristine, my house is in the mine, and it's absolutely big. It's a monstrosity, a monstrous testament to my ego, I think it was called. It's something like a 7x6 with a row of transmutated veins in the middle. Like,
Wow.
that cost me a lot of money. Because I was like, you know what would be really cool? Having veins of every type. So I asked around, it was like, I got a deal of, I think it was 20 or 25 silver each for 5. And I'm like, yeah, I think it was for 20 silver each for 5. Like, I paid a gold, got 5 rods. And I'm like, yes. Did it all. And I was like, I don't even really mind. Like, okay, I gotta get zinc, I gotta get copper because dye making, the iron because you need good iron, and then I was like, oh, I need 2 more. I know, I'll do gold and silver because they're always cool. And it was just like, oh, what am I doing with these? Zenity says, ooh, who's our neighbor?
Cody JS
Codies?
and the other person in local.
I thought they were like just are they new neighbors or existing people?
They're in Mad Hatter Village. I don't think this was here before. It's just along the coast up north towards the clay. They're working on a pottery building at the moment.
Cool. Welcome. Sorry for any insulting pottery. Oh, okay. Pandalet just pointed out her house is exactly what I was saying no one ever did. So...
Yeah, you just thought of it all yourself.
Turns out I'm just really bad at my memory, and I've probably at some point looked at pandas and gone, that looks cool, I'm going to do that. But hey, I mean, I even suck at being retro. That's going to be clipped, isn't it?
If you want to be real retro, then just all wooden walls, 1 story high.
1 story high with a thatched roof, because that's the closest to looking like the auto roof.
Yeah.
On a slope.
And they have to be the plain wooden walls, no arches or anything like that.
No.
None of that fancy stuff. Walls, windows, and a single door.
No, it's got to be a double
One
door
door.
because you couldn't get a car in a single door.
Double doors didn't exist. Double doors didn't exist back then.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you saying in the grand scheme of technological improvements with housing, double doors are actually like an addition?
Came later, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jeez. There are times, I think, in every player's life where they get told something, especially like newer players now. They get told something like, Oh, I so wouldn't have played back then. Account broker asks, has there been any asteroid strikes lately? Epic desertion strike back in the day. There aren't any I think Valray events like that were removed because as fun as they were a lot unbalanced. And
Yeah, they're cool on paper, but then you get hit by one, you're just like, I'm gonna stop playing now.
Yeah, it's like, well, that's my game done. Alright. Zelda says he's interested in seeing a pottery brick house. I did used to have a pottery brick with a timber upper floor, which looked quite nice, but Zenity also says it looks a bit too 20th century. I wouldn't say 20th century, but pottery brick was, especially the red brick was quite later in. Well, I live on Serenity as well, and yeah, near my area is one of those strikes, and you're just riding along, and suddenly it's like everything is like a 150 slope straight down, and then a flat circle. A combination of housing and roofing. I like picking one or two wall types to me. Like, there's got to be some cohesion throughout the deed. Would you guys agree?
Yeah. Yeah, that's why my go-to was just the stone brick. Stone brick and the timber frame.
I like how, there's got to be some cohesion to the deed. Meanwhile, I think Ozimus is building out
this
of...
deed doesn't matter.
Yeah, this deed's just going to be... it's going to be a mess. It's going to be beautiful.
Fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
But yeah, I think the best way to do roofs and all that is split up the levels. So instead of having one giant roof over the entire building, you make like half of the building one level higher. And then half it again.
Or just put floors in the middle.
Yeah, I think you've done that too,
Yeah,
Lord.
that's on my deed as well.
Do I want... Yeah, this is... You know what this is going to be? This is going to be my own personal little farmland. Because I basically...
climbing moorland.
I don't trust you. I will allow everyone but you access to this farmland.
Rogue. Have you expanded the deed down that way?
Probably. I know I expanded it east to the water because I was walking and I was like, wait, why am I off deed now? That's weird. And then realized, yes, I did expand it south because my building went throughout the deed. So, long story short, yes. The only problem is I don't think Orioles work on the ground floor. I'm so glad I got this trowel.
The light's finally coming up. You can probably get a better view of the deed now.
Alright, we'll take a quick swap over to that.
He's just muted himself.
It didn't unmute me? Oh, that's awkward. The typing is loud, so I muted myself to type.
Right.
Got to get some more bricks first. We'll swap over... Oh, I'll have a quick look. No, apparently according to Retro, it's still dark.
I came to the forest to make a kite, and now I just keep improving things. That's fun for you.
So that's how every project in Wurm goes. I literally, yesterday, I went to make a meal. I foraged for some herbs. I got some veggies out. I chopped it all up. I chucked it in. I thought, you know what? I should make a pizza. And that went to getting a grindstone, making dough, and then I put that in. I'm like, oh, I need cheese. Oh, I need to milk a cow. Oh, I need to actually make a cheese drill. And I had to make a pottery bowl to make the passata. I had to do everything from scratch. And at the end, the pizza was made. And I was like, this is great. But yeah, in the process, what went from everything in a meal cooking, I took out and spent the next 2 hours getting everything ready to make a pizza.
It sounds about right.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
about...
if it was me, I would also keep improving all the tools and spend not just 2 hours, but 2 days making that pizza.
Yeah, I just started making the mountain goulash. You just sit there and make that for a couple of hours and barrel it up and store it forever.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Then you don't have to cook for the next 3 months.
Sensei Piccolo asks, will there ever be a third person, or are we forced to use that client-side mod? The Wurm Unlimited mod just offsets the camera, and it's not that great. Third person is a lot of work. It's not just moving the camera, it's working out clipping. The entire game was not built around the camera being third person, so a lot would need to be adjusted. It's a lot of work to look at. And at the moment, we're just not looking at that amount of work in for just that. But I hope that
eventually, if we can do it, then we will. But
oh, absolutely,
not anytime.
Like during the chill stream, I had Retro follow Arcade around. It was quite fun because it was very very difficult to manage third person. Willow says, Warlander's accent is wonderful. We need to hear him more. You're gonna make him blush. Warlander, you got a fan.
Yeah, looks like it.
Oh, I've done 2 windows next to each other.
The greatest sin.
I know, it just looks horrible, but I'm rolling with it. This is gonna be... Oh, it's gonna be one of those houses... Oh wait, I don't have a door at the front, okay. You know what? I'm gonna go across here and I'm gonna have the house, the exit wall offset, simply so it's not one of those houses that has, you know, you can just drive straight through it.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Convenience, no, don't need that.
No, it's all about the aesthetic. Like, you know, I've got a thing for vaporwave, so I'm definitely about the aesthetic more than the practicality.
So you'd be painting the entire house pink and light blue?
Yes.
Good.
I'm one of 2 people on the deed that can actually probably pull that off. Or maybe even 3. Maybe there's a weird thing with developers making strange choices with what they grind, because I think Jayberg also has high natural substances, and so does Pandalet.
Is 14 high?
Yeah, so there's like 4 people now.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I mean, for you, it's probably in your top 10 skills.
Wow. I would... Yeah, probably.
For me, it's making puppet shows.
Yes, you're doing puppeteering. I was sitting in my local and I saw you were doing something and I was like, wait, why is Foe talking? Oh. What about jumping, Buddha? When can we jump? Even if it's just a visual effect of having the camera go up.
Why?
I'm not sure yet.
I can understand actual jumping being wanted, but if it's just visual, why?
I assume it's just something to do while you're running from one location to another, which is all jumping really is.
Or the universal MMO communication.
Yeah, that's it, you know. We need to be able to communicate. Where are the dance emotes and jumping? We need to get on Saruman for some worm flossing animations.
Oh, no.
I don't know
But
what.
you would also need some kind of jumping skill. You know, if you fail, you, I don't know, fall on
Yeah,
your
yeah.
face or something.
Yeah.
You
True.
fail to
Failing
jump.
conjuring.
Yeah, you take a face bruise. What is a distinctly Wormian style of dance? I'm torn between the foot hop that the bartender does and the general the worm. I mean, the name fits. Pandalet also says the face palm. I don't think that's much of a dance. River dance. I don't know if the bartender's river dancing. He just seems to like hop from foot to foot, and I don't know why I actually just moved my feet during that. Nobody's watching. Yeah, every 10 body control you get a new dance emote.
If we
I like
add
the
the
sound of
worm dance, whenever you do it, would have to force on the
Head bobbing.
head bobbing. Yeah. Even if you got it disabled, it's just enabled for that one animation.
Yeah, the camera goes down and I'd say that'd make me feel sick, but the fact is I actually play with head bobbing on quite a lot.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
It's not too bad with the most general stuff.
It was just the first week or two when some of the animations were not good, like the idol.
Yeah. Also, when you've got something targeted, I think I need to speak with Samul about that because I don't know if it's intended or not. But when you got something targeted, it kicks in. Like, I really recognize when I'm running along and I stop and I've had something targeted from way back. I built another door.
No.
Wow, I am so distracted on this stream. I've now got 2 windows next to each other and 2 doors next to each other.
I'm
Oops.
curious. You can't destroy them now. I'm curious how you're going to salvage this, though.
Oh, easy.
You got to augment your design somehow to leave those there.
Yeah, I'm going to have an internal wall, and this is going to be a storage section.
Right.
So it's going to be like, same house, but you've got to come in from a different angle. You're amazed, aren't you? You're like, holy crap, he actually will save it.
No. Just
Yes.
straight up no.
I think you're impressed. You're impressed, but you don't want to admit it.
Just waiting to see if you make this wall a double door as well.
I'm actually making extra special care not to. What do I want here, though? I think I just want a regular wall. And one factor is since you stole my mortar, I don't have enough mortar to actually just waste bashing it and rebuilding. So I'm rolling with it because I don't want to have to make more mortar. If I just bought like 3k mortar, I'd be like, yeah, sure. But no, this is...
We need a wagoner on our deed.
You don't need a wagoner to receive.
Oh no, you just need the... I think we've already got one of them, actually.
I don't think we are. I don't think we
saw
are
one on the ground earlier. I don't know where it was.
We're not on a highway.
Oh, yeah. That's the thing.
Plus, we're not buying any. You've got to make it. Actually, no, I should allow you to buy some, else, you know, next stream you'd be like, yeah, stuff this. I'm not doing it anymore. I don't want to have to make my own.
Just take me 2 months to finish my house.
It's like, hey, Budda, do you wanna come play on the deed? And he's like, well, have you made more mortar for me? And I don't want to be resorting to making mortar for you. So Let's... Why is this...
You already made it into something.
Who's building my house? Someone is building on my house. I didn't do these timber walls. Pandalet. Panda. You need a rounded stone. Oh. Jeez, look at
Remember, we
this.
said no destroying. You have to make it work.
But I didn't build that. It doesn't count. Oh.
I don't know. I think that's chat's decision.
First of all, how do I... Oh, I don't think you can even... Damn it,
There's
Panda! Yeah. Oh, okay. I can work with this. We're gonna have words after the stream, Panda, but I can work with this. Alright, what I'm gonna do is quickly get a little bit of brick and a little bit of mortar so Panda won't build any more. So we are going to build... Continue arched wall. Oh no.
Are they all arched walls?
Continue arched wall. Continue arched wall. Yep, they're all... One's rounded stone.
That's a balcony now.
Yeah, it's a balcony. Out of, like, random materials. Oh. I can't believe you've done this. You've saved me some mortar, though. No, I didn't build it, Dizzy. I've been... My house has been built against its will. Now I've got to go get nails and planks because... Ah...
It's alright, I think Panda made a bunch of nails.
Yeah, it's probably why she made the nails. She's probably been planning this for a serious amount of time.
And the BSB in the middle.
So I've got... 40... And then we're going to go 17... And then 3. I don't know how many I'll actually need because she's already built half of it. And we got to get some rock shards because I now need to make rounded stones. This is gonna... It's gonna throw all my plans into disarray. 15. Alright, we're gonna throw it in there. And then we'll throw another 15 in, even though I don't need that. Is it small nails or large nails for a house?
Yes.
Large nail for a house.
I'm just gonna put 5 of each in because I can't remember. Easel Bob says medium, which is incredibly unfair because for a second there I was like, wait, you can't make those. Alright. Okay, time to... gonna make this and then lock. Why did I go for a grass floor in my house? Well, you see, Bob, I had actually packed the dirt, but then Pandalet happened. She's taking advantage of the fact that I cannot remove her from the deed. And I also don't have a mallet. Why don't I have a mallet? I've got a hammer. Oh, that hammer's so low quality, it's not worth it. Does anyone have a good mallet?
No.
I can't make it with this, it'll be too slow.
I do everything I can to avoid carpentry, so I don't have a mallet.
You're the worst.
I have a hammer. Which is just a better mallet.
Pandalet says she has a very good one. So, can you redeem yourself with lending me the mallet, please, Pandalet? Failing that, I can make probably a 70 quality oak and wood one.
Zenitist, he explained this last time. He apparently dies so often that he doesn't like using groups, because every time he dies, he has to put his items back into the groups.
Yep, that's pretty much it.
Which means he dies really, really often.
Like, I literally have a group
that to
called
be a
Tools
issue.
and a group called Other that I got sick of using because I kept dying. Thank you very much for that, Pandalet. Don't lose it. Well, if I do lose it, you've got video footage of me using it. No, no. I mean, it's only a rare mallet. Wait, what? This wall needs 19 planks. Oh, I've got the trowel. There we go. So the mallet in, I need 19 planks for this. There we go. Oh, I'll do this one first because it's closer. Oh, that's nice and sweet, I was going to say. Nice and fast. Alright.
Also, why do you have 2 meditation timers?
One's 30 minutes and then one's 3 hours. After the first 5, you can then meditate every 3 hours afterwards.
Right.
So I go through periods where I'm like super on top of meditation. And then I go through periods of like, I see that and be like, oh yeah, I should meditate. I'm currently in that phase. I am working towards 70 meditation because I want a 25% skill gain. But I did recently hit 50, which means I don't lose any non-combat skills when I die. And if we look at my skills now, look at all the glorious missing 3 times skills. I mean, there's still a fair few.
Yeah, you say they're missing, but there's still like a good quarter of your skill.
Yeah, that's an
Yeah,
OCD
yeah.
nightmare.
I'm about halfway through removing them all. Literally, every one of swords had one. Every one of shields, except those 3 had one. Wood cutting, I had to get back 2.75 wood cutting skill from 90 to 93.6. So I'm still working on that. What else? I don't know if there's any that are like exceptionally huge. I've lost a whole point of pottery, but that's at 22. But yeah,
I don't think there's a record of that below, but it's probably retro.
It depends, because I'm sure some people have like suicided and stuff. But like myself, I'm actually the reason for the death tab. Because we added some bug tracking for creatures that shouldn't die. But the problem was the creatures that shouldn't die also counted, like had like a type that matches players, like can't be destroyed or something. And so players were being included in that log, and that was like listed as a bug, and we're like, oh yeah. And then Electrus posted, oh yeah, check out this one. And it was literally me being killed by like a dozen things because I was riding and then just kept getting hit. And I'm like, I've got to make it. So, yeah, after that joking, everyone's joking around. It's like, you know what? This would actually be pretty fun to see, you know? And if a new player dies, people can see that a new player needs help. Like, yeah, let's make this actually a thing. So it came from making fun of me, basically.
Yeah, Makufa's got a good pro tip for you there. In chat.
Have I tried not dying so much? Look,
Yeah.
I went...
It's my advice as well.
I looked at the options here. There was dying not so much, and there was working from like 35 meditation to 50. And I went the easiest route. And I grinded meditation for like 6 months. That's basically my story.
Yeah, that seems like the better choice.
Yeah. So now that we've got daylight coming out, I'm going to swap it over to the overview for a little bit. So let's just... No, wrong one. There we go. Or can I... Yes, I can actually... There we go. So there's still me. Except you can see that the deed is an overview. And you can see me just there. Alright. I have 2 things to go, but I need... Oh yeah, I've got the... The main reason I'm doing this is because ultimately I'm currently making rounded stones, which is not fun to watch. But I like adventuring, and I think the main reason I die a lot is because I'll ride past something and I'll target it and without realizing, and then, you know, I'll tab out and I'll be doing work and stuff, and a wolf has come up and just like eaten me alive over the course of half an hour because I sat there in scale while a wolf just chewed me. Yes, Warlander reminds me.
I wasn't listening then. Did you just say you died to a wolf while in scale?
Well, I was just explaining everything before that as well. Like, you know, it wasn't just I was fighting a wolf and the wolf beat me. It was that I'd had something targeted from like ages back.
Right.
And I sat there.
That's still...
Most of my deaths are AFK deaths. I feel the judgment in those dots there, Makufa. It's not fair. Warlander says, I do have an alpha of Deed Planner 3, and we may be showing it off in a later stream, but at this point I don't have it set up, and it might be a little bit too much up in the air. But I plan on getting some shots of under development in Deed Planner 3. Goth Druid says hi, gives us a wave. G'day, Goth Druid. Thanks for joining. So, Warlander, do you want to tell us the major improvements of Deed Planner 3? Because I've been watching it. I've been watching your progress, and it looks absolutely amazing.
I think it depends on person. For me, the biggest improvement is overall better performance and ability to have a web version as well as Android version later on. But there is also improvements in graphics and ability to edit everything both in 2D view and 3D view.
Yeah, you can tell you're the developer because you're like, oh, there's now a web-based version, and you know performance has been improved. And I, as a user, was like, yeah, but talk about how you can now edit in 3D because I've seen that and it's amazing. I was watching Joelle work on it. She's also got the alpha copy, and was watching her just edit the deed because I think she's planning a major overhaul of the deed, which is why I live in the mine. I avoid all that, but it was absolutely amazing watching it. Just everything, like the landscape be terraformed in 3D, and then the walls being put in the house. That was like really, really cool.
Yeah, it's still pretty heavy work in progress, but our basic stuff works already. Still long way to go, but well, you already can do something in it.
That sounds
Something
really, really
meaningful.
cool. No, I remember Buddha's W planner. I used to use that a lot.
Old one.
Yeah, I'll admit, this may get me in trouble on this stream. I've way preferred W planner to deed planner for a long time because I planned on a 2D basis. I wasn't worried about getting like a 3D vision and building the house within that. I'd just be like, there's a house here, that's fine. I'm going to be doing this here, this here, this here. And, I was marking out, for this work, I believe I was marking out plots of a, I think I'm not going to have enough rocks. This is awkward. I was marking out plots of farmland, right? So it was so easy to use W planner. And then it wasn't until I got an idea that I wanted to build like a canal little village. And of course W planner was long since depreciated because, I don't know, Buddha found better things to do.
I was going to update it and remake it, but by that point Deed Planner was out and just better.
Yeah.
So I was like, screw it.
Yeah.
Orlando's got this.
And so, yeah, I just started actually building a house with that, and I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. I've got the slopes planned. I know how deep the canal's going to be. Oh my god. And yeah, so it kind of went from there. Goth Druid asks if the new deed planner is available now.
For now, it's just closed alpha. I didn't release it for public yet, but soon more and more people will get access to it. I plan to give access to streamers soon. So I think in maybe a month, at most 2.
Okay.
Before Christmas.
Before Christmas 06, you heard it here.
Before Christmas, that's, I think, it should be. That's for sure.
We'll just say Christmas 06 and we're safe.
Yep.
That's it. Alright, so I am almost finished with this house and then I'll swap back and we'll work out a little plan to see if we can salvage this because I am absolutely 100% committed to saving this and I think I've got an idea. I mean, I know I've got an idea. I know I've got an idea and I think this idea will work. Deed planner is how you make money in Wurm. Do you design deeds for people to build?
Well, if people want that, well, they can.
Override is in the chat. He's got some of his troll love there. The awesome looking troll faces. Welcome. G'day, mate. That is really cool, Goth Druid, because I think deed design, if you could pay someone to do it, I'd be really tempted to actually do it. How about you, Buddha?
What, paying someone to design it for me?
Yeah. Paying them to design
no.
it and be like, what do you think of this? And you're like, no, change this. No, you're a fan of building it yourself?
Yeah, that's like most of my game time is building my own deck and just growing it organically.
Yeah, I don't think it would be a surprise, but I spent more time planning deeds than actually making them.
See, I could see myself really taking advantage of that, like, because I sort of like, I sit there and I'm like, ooh, I know what I want, but I don't know how to make it come to life. You know, so I'll, like, luckily, Joe's there and I can nag her being like, I want to do this. And she'll be like, oh yeah. And does it. And it's like, oh, that's really cool. And that's where my mine house came from. It's like, I want a house that's like big and open and with like arched walls against the veins, but I don't really know. And so it's I got nice arched and fences through it on the upper levels. Okay, so we're gonna swap back now because I have finished. That's the hardest bit for me. Right? I can work with all of this, but
You can remove the trim from the other stone walls at least.
No, I'm not removing the trim.
It's not destroying or anything.
Okay, how deep is this slope? 90. So it would need to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. This is going to be a bridge down there.
Okay.
And then this is going to be a patio that curves around here.
Hello, everyone. Sorry I'm a little bit late.
Oh, Dark Lords, thanks for joining us. I've just had my building sabotaged by Pandalet. Someone decided that instead of all the plainstone I was doing, because that was copying her, she came in and built some arched wooden walls.
At least they're easy to bash.
No, because I'm not allowed to. Apparently, this is...
Just to make it work.
Yeah, basically I've got to make it work.
Well, that sounds like an interesting way to do it.
Yeah, so I think I'm basically being sabotaged by the others that were jealous of my planned house build.
Yeah, that has to be it.
That's it. Basically jealousy. Which, you know what? Sometimes you've just got to accept that people will be jealous. Why is there... Who built a
nice.
gate and fence outside my house?
It's a crude gate as well. Perfect.
Poor retrograde can't catch a break today.
No, I'm being sabotaged. That does not look fantastic, and you know it, Nozumi. I'm just...
You got a porch. What's wrong with the porch?
Well, soon it's going to be the only way I can get into my house is the ridiculously built side ranch.
We just got to get someone to build a house right over here on the other side, so you can't even put a ramp down.
Oh no, I've been... I announced my intentions. Well, on the bright side, Buddha, thanks to Pandalet's work, there is 114 extra mortar sitting there.
I just got finished making a whole bunch more. But that's cool. I'll steal it anyway.
Velvet Sun says, I think you are sabotaging yourself with 2 doors side by side and 2...
Yeah, the windows and the
letters.
doors, they weren't our fault.
Yeah,
That
the
was
windows and the doors were my fault. I'll own those. So, essentially, this is just a mixture of everyone sabotaging a house. Marble. Where's some planks? Oh, there's only 11 there. Who's chopping down all the trees?
Not me, or they all be like 15 quality.
No, Warlander is. That's right, your account's like weak.
It's not terrible, but it's not exactly up there. Let me see what my woodcutting actually.
You're wearing a
No, it's actually
Witcher hat.
15.
That's,
I think
a,
it's
that's,
basically 100.
that's a really nice shield. Mine's
Yeah,
like
this
cyan.
one's nice. C-Ray got me all my pink dye.
Nice.
Sorry.
Sorry, just stopped to check you out. And I know catcalling's not good these days, but sorry. Zenity says, I have to say that's not officially part of the house. Unfortunately, Zenity, many players build fences off their house, and I consider anything on that platform to be part of my house. Which means it's mostly a race to build stuff before the other developers can ruin it. Which is what I'm starting to learn. Why am I hearing digging?
He's getting paranoid.
I'm hearing digging and Pandalet's over here. Oh no. What are you
You
doing?
should go through
Panda?
your double doors.
I did. Are you real? No, you cannot turn this all to sand. What are you doing? This is not...
We need sand for mortar.
Yeah, it's not happening out the back of my house. This is my... I don't trust you. You say you're just cutting grass. I do not trust you.
Seems legit. You got sand outside your house. How are you expecting people not to dig up your sand? You trying to hog all the sand on the deed? I think this is the only sand on the deed. I mean... Sorry, it's too much fun to poke fun at you, too. I can't be left out.
Oh no, I'm just gonna wind up with oh, this is just all gonna be bad, isn't it?
I'm not going to sabotage you, but it doesn't mean I can't laugh.
So you're gonna be like
Or
the
agree
one,
with
the one developer not sabotaging me.
I'm going to be the one standing behind laughing and giving them ideas still.
Well, I
I
will
would
point out,
sabotage you. Or do you count stealing mortar as
you
sabotage?
stole my mortar. I was up until like
Okay.
2 a.m. making that mortar because I realized I don't want it to just be a mortar making stream. So I was like, I
It
better
wasn't even
stay
that
up.
much. It was like 60.
The 60
Like
that
nothing.
60 that I needed. 1, 2,
Well,
3,
not
4,
anymore.
5 extra walls I would have needed to build. And not anymore
Yeah,
doesn't
someone-
count. You didn't
Someone
plan,
helps you with the wooden wall.
you didn't plan for Pandalet to go and build those walls.
How do you know?
it's happy accident.
Oh, I worry about Pandalet right now. And we've got the nice field here. I don't know how much we want to expand it because we get into enchanted grass territory here.
Oh yeah, can't be messing with my enchanted grass. I'm calling the tile of enchanted grass that are like right next to my house. These 3, yeah, these are mine. Right?
Yeah, they're going to be your animal enchanted grass area.
Ah,
Yeah, so I put my house here because it was right next to the enchanted grass. I'm like, you guys are all suckers. I'm getting the good spot.
What are you talking about?
is there a spot I should be enchanting? Because I've got enchant on this character.
Oh yeah, for sure. Nowhere near my deed. My house. I keep
So-
saying deed. No.
Inside
no,
your house?
No, don't
In the grass inside your house. Is that
No, because I'm putting a floor down. I don't want
right in the
enchanted
middle of
grass
your
in my...
house? Gotcha.
Don't do that because I've sworn to not
right in the
change
middle
it.
too. Right in the middle of his house, so it's really hard to work around for.
Yeah, I helped. You're welcome.
You did it. The stream is over.
I feel like these new streams should just be the let's pick on retrograde stream. That seems to be all we do now.
Yeah, I think this is just, Retro's dragging us onto this stream, so we're going to make him pay. Let's see. Okay. For all your other enchantments, though, you got to enchant this area, okay?
Where is that?
It's just north of the kitchen.
We have a kitchen?
Yes.
You mean the oven in the middle of nowhere?
Yes.
Okay.
That oven is now called the kitchen. Man, I'm disappointed house permissions don't stop you enchanting grass inside your house. I am logging a bug after this.
We haven't finished your house yet, so is there permission?
Yeah, I have. I have.
Right in the middle, too.
First of all, I get mocked for not wanting to have the door straight in the way. Now you've made it harder to have the door straight in the way.
The door is straight in the way, by the way.
Yeah, because I
accidentally
built it.
I'm still not understanding why you can't bash walls on your own house.
Oh, you can. We're just disallowing them.
Yeah, Buddha's just decided I can't. And Zenity says, never saw you get sprouts before you chopped eco-terrorist. I only chop sprouts for one reason. When I need to build something with sprouts. There are so many trees in Wurm, they all need to be chopped down.
They spread so quickly on their own, too.
Wurm needs grasslands.
I remember Hoda on the last Elevation server used to be an open field. 3 or 4 months into the server, it was just a dense forest.
Yep. So it goes. Kagorski asks, why is my butchering knife named Dice Trooper? It's actually Afrikaans for the harvester. It was a Christmas gift from being staff. I thought I was heavily into Dire Antwoord at the time, and I liked all that Zeph stuff. So I thought, you know what, I'm gonna go an Afrikaans name for it. Except it doesn't always make sense.
Alright, I'm gonna leave you guys to it. I got some stuff to do.
Yeah, I think we are going to wind it up in the next couple of minutes anyways. It's almost midday.
Got here just in time for the end. Just get to say they're like, hey man, I don't gotta do the whole thing.
That's it. No, I would like to thank you all for tagging along. Pandalet, I'll forgive you, but let me give you your mallet back before I forget. I was about to say, I'll forgive but not forget, but then I realized, oh wait. My pronunciation sucks. What did I mispronounce this time? I can't help that I learned English from a book.
Why is there a sign that says retro is a bull-hogging bum?
Yeah, a bull-hogging bum carrot. Yeah, I'm suspecting Pandalet for that. In all honesty, I'm just gonna.
She's got lots of cows in here and only one bull. You stealing the bulls?
I disagree. Clearly. Oh, okay. Apparently, Pandalet is very knowledgeable in Afrikaans, so I'm gonna get a lesson about pronunciation. Totally. She's got to make up for what she did to my house. She's South African. Or, as I know from the cricket, South African. But yes, I would like to thank you for joining me, even though you've really changed my deed plans. Warlander for tagging along and deforesting. You're welcome to join anytime. And Dark Lords, even though you were late, you're always welcome. And Buddha, who, you know, I had to go, but he came, he stole my mortar, and let's see what he's done. Let's go check out his house before we end it.
Got some nice white walls coming up.
Oh, they're gonna be so bright pink.
Getting some good dye.
That's it. It's like...
We should just dye them all different colors.
Oh, wow, Buddha, you've almost finished your house. What do you reckon, another week till it's finished?
Probably. Check the forge. There's a thing on there. On it. Not in it.
Oh, wow, okay, that's cool. Tiger Bay was last mayored by Carmela. So Carmela's the
See
one
the
that...
signature, though?
Make out the signature of its maker, Buddha. Oh, wow. Or BDD. Was that your first deed ever?
Yeah. Maybe. I think so.
Wow.
It was the one just south of here, though.
So, what you're saying is you misspelt your name and then you misspelt Tiger.
No, a mate chose that name when we deeded it, and it was some band name or something that spelt it like that.
Right, it wasn't just you're really bad at spelling.
No.
Disagree.
Agree to disagree.
Yeah, I disagree. But alright, thanks for tagging along and watching us. Like to wish you all a good weekend. May your housing projects come along a lot neater than mine. I am going to save this. I probably will show it off. We'll probably do another chill stream this week because I frankly quite enjoy them. I honestly find myself chilling out to them too. So thank you all for coming, and as always, keep on worming.
This would be the Wurm work song. Pick up your shovels. We're building a wall, building it high in Wurm, in Wurm. We're building a wall, building it long in Wurm, in Wurm. Unless we get to the end, we'll just start another wall in Wurm. Digging a hole, digging it deep in Wurm. Wurm is waiting. We're digging a hole, looking for rock in Wurm. Wurm is waiting. But when we get to the end, we're just gonna fall from the bottom of Wurm. Oh yeah, we're mining some rock, a ton of good rock in Wurm. Working so hard. We're mining some rock, we're mining so hard in Wurm, working so hard. When the cave bugs come nibbling, just grab your pick and get running in Wurm. We're building a house, a strong stone house in Wurm, a house in Wurm. And have bedrooms and bathrooms like hell it will in Wurm, a house in Wurm. When we finished our house, there'll be a strong, warm home in Wurm. So we're building a town, a place to be in.